Hello, hello, Audio Apocalyptica. This is Johnny Franks on Active Radioactive Radio for the Get Up and Go Radiation Dodger and all of us. Coming to you from my mountaintop bunker with all the information you need to keep yourselves alive out in the wastes. But that's really your problem, not mine, because you don't have a mountaintop bunker, do ya? No, you do not. This here is a public service because the world is miserable. Your lives are miserable. Radiation, mutated horrors, neighbors will murder you for your last can of Kitte Elegante. No indoor plumbing. Miserable. And I finally realized, you know what radio's missing? Video. I've got news because Johnny's connected to the outside world. And I found old hard drives full to the brim with music videos from the before times. And so I figure I've got such a big heart and am such a good guy, it was time for me to shout from the rooftops, Johnny's here, world, and you're gonna watch. Because what the hell else are you gonna do? You know what else I've got? Your hot, sexy tunes. But first, a word from our sponsors. I don't have a sponsor. This is the post-apocalypse, but if I did, it would be my favorite treat. Kitte Elegante, meat, type, cat food in that delightful regal rodentia flavor. Oh my God. You know, if you'd been born in a hermetically sealed bunker like me, you'd be enjoying a fresh can of something like this, too. And if you haven't been born in a hermetically sealed bunker, well, that was your first mistake. Johnny only hopes it won't be your last. So, let's get on with the tunes, shall we? Hit it!
Citizens of the Wastes! This is Lieutenant Lucy with the LT here to tell you that despite recent events, reports of our demise were greatly exaggerated. Yes, a truce was called between the LT and the Ravagers, but that does not mean that we are mere pushovers. And if you think we are, well, I got 5 reasons you're wrong. Yeah, that's right. Try me. My point is, we would be happy to protect any and all citizens of Lefton, provided you have something we need, and you don't mind us taking a little bit of most of it as payment. Who's going to give you a better deal? The Ravagers? They're lucky they can tie their shoes. And did you know that not one of them has agreed to arm wrestle? It's true. Just what are they hiding? Join the LT. It's how you get to keep your stuff. Also, I need more people to arm wrestle.
That was obviously not the music. I can't be expected to know all my own buttons and levers and switches and doodads just because I built and programmed them all, can I? But this is as good of a time as any to say, be wary of the LT, dear listeners. Lieutenant Lucy's own idiosyncrasies aside, they've all but outright said that they will only offer protection if you've got something they want. So what happens when your food or water or stockpile of shoelaces runs out? What happens when your arm has wrestled its last wrestle? But I don't mean to worry you, dear viewers, so now that I found the right button, let's kick things off again with some hot, sexy tunes. Here's Star Up by Barbara Lika.
Camera is rolling. Oh.
He's good?
Yeah, camera's rolling. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Every day I wake up and as I get dressed, I tell myself today I'm gonna try my best. Because today's the day that I put my star up in the sky, so everybody can see how I shine. And yesterday I couldn't reach, but now I caught some Z's. So I'll string them all together like a big circus trapeze. And then I'll swing myself real high, put my star up in the sky, so everybody can see it every night. And I know that every Jack and Jill has a star they're rolling up a hill. Others keep it on their windowsill for passers-by. But I'ma put my star up in the sky. When the clouds turn gray and raindrops start to fall, I tell myself today I got to give my all, because today's the day that I put my star up in the sky, and ain't no rainstorm gonna tell me otherwise. And I've had days I second guessed, but now I'm stealing third. And when I'm up to bat, you know I swing for all I'm worth. So my star is gonna fly, it's gonna make it way up high. Say hello and say goodbye, my darling. And you know that every Jack and Jill has a star they're rolling up a hill. Others keep it on their windowsill for passers-by. And you know that every love and lover, every little dreamer and his brother has another star they like to see up next to mine. Oh, when I put my star up in the sky, when I put my star up in the sky, when I put my star up.
I think we all needed that bright spark of positivity to get through the day. I know I did. And when you think about it, I live on a mountaintop, and my star shines brighter than any other, so if you're having trouble getting your star into the sky, well, I can be all the star you need, my babies. If you'll indulge me for a minute, there's nothing quite like having all the clean water a guy can drink, the freedom to move about unfettered by rubble, radiation, or ruffians who are looking to score your sweet, sweet jumpsuit. Sure, it's a little roomy, but that just means there's room for two. Besides, it has the name Johnny stitched right on the label. And on Johnny it will stay. Because sure, I'm handsome, desirable, and also clever and cunning and, gosh, downright entertaining. But I'm also secure in my bunker, unlike everyone else. Speaking of everyone else, here's Oksana and her daughter Katrina with something to say.
It is on. Yes, Katrina?
Yes, Mom.
We shoot this video because we see crazy Lieutenant Lucy and have something to say.
I know. Mom, I thought you wanted me to do this. Are you just going to keep interrupting? I mean, if you are, then just come out here and you do it instead of asking me.
Yet, you tell them. That way I can keep cooking. Stu will not make itself. This way I feed customers and make money while you do video. I am very clever.
Uh-huh. Thanks, Mom. Anyway, after everything happened in Barstow, things have, gone back to normal. And then Mom started acting weird. I think she's afraid the LT might be back. And to be honest, from Lucy's video, who knows, right? I mean, she's only a little nutso. So we thought we'd look for some extra protection. And the Ravagers just seemed to be doing nothing and just kind of hanging around town. So we figured, hey, why not? Only, surprise, surprise. We only got half of what we paid for. Johnny, could you...
Yeah.
Hey, amigos! Roger Ravager here. I'm just chilling on top of the restaurant with that Oksana lady. You know, she paid us to come up here and make sure everything's perfectly normal and such. And you know, she paid us with meat, man! I don't know where it came from, but it's food, man. You know, right?
We paid for two of you.
Where is the other stupid boy? Did he run off to get the baby pacifier because he is dumb baby who sucks?
Well, let's find out, amigo.
Hey, bro, what's up?
Bruh.
And lady broads. So it seems there is some question as to my present whereabouts, but let me assure you everything is perfectly normal and such. You see, I simply set out on a sojourn, for I had a most noble quest to acquire sorely needed provisions. Sure. Now, you might have said, but Rodney, we gave you all the mystery meat you could nosh, and nosh you did until you could nosh no more. And Roger and I want you to know we hear and understand your very real and not at all artificial grievances. Isn't that right, Ravager Teddy? Yeah. But you see, us Ravengers are known for one thing. Being hired goons and booze. Two things. We Ravengers are known for two things. Yeah.
That's right, mon amigo. We are easily swayed into performing violent tasks that other perfectly normal citizens would rightly shy away from.
Sure. And of course, we produce the finest caffeinated brandy this side of the sip. Zoom along. Sip? Don't mind if I do, brah.
Yeah. Save some for me, Rodney.
But this is a perfect seg as to why I'm still at Ravenger HQ, bruh. It's so I can make some more Zoom Along, which I will totally do. And then I will bring you some Zoom Along, and we will drink some Zoom Along to celebrate.
It seems things aren't too great in Lefton. I wish I had some easy answers for you. Finding someone you can trust, much less someone you can stand to be around for longer than 10 seconds, is never easy. And once you do, you grab onto them, and you hold on until the icy, cracked fingers of grim death pry you apart. My good pal Janice might have something to say about that.
Johnny, I've got a bone to pick with you. And don't go making any double entendres out of that you're so fond of. They're not half as funny as you think they are. You keep people informed, you try to help, and while the advice you offer people is questionable at times, you have their best interest at heart. But Johnny, you've screwed me. And don't go making any double entendres out of that either. I know how you like to stick those in there. Problem is Joe. You remember Joe, don't you? He's about yay high, thick as an ox, or at least as thick as I think oxes used to be, because who among us has seen one? Now, I know that he's had some problems or whatever, and that he can be kind of sweet sometimes with this naivete that you normally only associate with a child that's been dropped on its head too many times.
Oh. Knock, knock. Hello? It's Joe.
Joe, yes. Yes, I know. This is the part where you're supposed to say hi to Johnny, remember?
Hi, Johnny. All I see is a wall, though.
That's right, that's right. You can't see him, and he can see me, and I can't see you because you're behind the wall, which is exactly where I want you.
I bet it's warmer on the inside, though. Of course, I don't really know, but I figure you probably do, so maybe you could let me know, and maybe I could come in and we we could be friends.
He's giving me feelings, and they're not the kinds of feelings that he's hoping that they'll give me, but they are feelings nonetheless. And if there's one thing that makes me uncomfortable aside from Oksana's stew, it's feelings. And look! He keeps giving me socks. What in the ever-loving hell am I supposed to do with all these socks?
Wear them. Sell them. Give them to people who don't have socks, so then they'll have socks and won't need more socks. Huh? You're so nice, Janice. I'd just do anything for you. Yeah.
Oh, well, then what I need is more socks. Yeah.
But I gave you all I had.
Oh, but you know I sell weapons, and nothing makes a better weapon than a chain sock. Right? I mean, my customers love them. One swing and they'll take down your enemy. So, whether or not that's from the steel links on the inside or the smell on the outside. But I really just need more socks. But I mean, if you can't give them to me.
Oh, I can find more. Joe is on the job.
Words have consequences. Just watch what you say, okay, Johnny? Well, I mean, you can smash someone's brains in with it, so somebody will buy it. Of course, it would be better if we lived in a world where no one had to hurt each other. But we're not living in a fantasy land, are we, Johnny?
I wouldn't know, and I hope I never do, but for all you brain bashers out there, Janice is your...
Hello, Audio Apocalyptica. I'm Lotus of Haven, and I have an important message for the folks of Lefton. Words have consequences. Here in Haven, we mind our P's and Q's. We keep our manners and watch our words, because we can't have people speaking ill of those who provide for them, can we? And here in Haven, I'm the one who provides. And those who take issue with anything I say are asked to leave. I know Mr. Franks and his audience far outnumber the population of Haven, and my influence can only reach so far, though it's further than you think. So I suggest you mind the words that slip past your lips, lest you learn how far my influence can truly reach. Now, Mr. Franks, don't concern yourself with the petty squabbles of the LT and the Ravagers. Let them sort it out amongst themselves, shall we? I suggest you cease having opinions and stick to videos.
You're handsome and witty and smart, and everyone loves you. You're safe in the bunker. Safe in the bunker. I'm just going to think about that and probably never sleep again. So, in the meantime, here's the 5 Ames sisters. And now, the mail. Okay. Johnny, always a pleasure to listen to ya. Real good for the morale, yeah? So, random question with no ulterior motives. How much food and fuel do you have in your bunker? Asking for a hypothetical friend. Thanks in advance. Signed, Def, not a bandit. Sure, I could tell you the bunker was designed to house several dozen for decades at a time. And there is that secret back entrance that Remick knows about, even though I never told her, and that would be giving everything away, wouldn't it? I have some work to do. Speaking of Remick, let's check up on Lefton's greatest snaker.
Hi, Johnny. I thought I'd try to brighten things up by showing off my new digs. It's pretty awesome, right? I mean, it's a basement, sure, but it's a really cozy one. I mean, I have stairs and everything. It's so fancy. This is the high life, am I right? So now I collect old mugs while I'm out sneaking. I call this one the fancy, waisty, tall hat guy. I mean, look at that hat. Can you imagine having so many resources that you could use them on that? I mean, it doesn't even have a brim to protect your eyes from unexpected radioactive explosions. What is even the point? Pretty sure I'd look great in it. Unfortunately, this was the best that I found so far. It's pretty good, right? It's very interesting that your broadcast was just interrupted by Lotus from Haven, because my good friend Dex, beloved by all of Lefton, was trying to gain access to Haven shortly before his death. Turning him away is probably what led to his untimely demise. All alone out there in the cold, barren wasteland. Watch out, Lotus. If you had anything to do with his death, I'm going to find out. And I'm going to find you. I don't know what I would do. I'm not really the violent type. I spend most of my time talking to myself and out snaking and talking to myself some more. Like, right now. Oh, and to answer your last email, no. I will not come up and see you sometime.
Good old Remick. It's not like Johnny sent you a plea for companionship in a low moment of weakness spurred on by unrelenting loneliness. I was just goofing. But, my babies, if you'd like to help stave off my unchosen solitary confinement, if you'd like to ask how to survive in this cold, unfeeling hellscape, if you want some tips on love, or if you just want to play your music on my show, drop me a line on the Twitters at MountainTopStud or email host@activeradioactiveradio.com. Be sure to include the words OK to air so Johnny can let everyone know you did your good deed and spread some sweet love all over. And let's not worry about the whole Lotus thing. Remick's on the case, so what could go wrong, right? Probably nothing. Until next time, my audio apocalyptica, keep your frenemies close, keep your enemens closer, and keep your Johnny Franks.
Wait, I'm in a case now? I didn't know this would become a whole thing. Really? Ahem.
Unbutton that button and zip that down. Take your pants off, Johnny. Take your pants off now. I'm looking for loving. I've been waiting so long. Take your pants off, Johnny, and deliver that schlong. Don't show me your denim or your corduroy. Take your pants off, Johnny, 'cause I need you, boy. I need you buck naked from the waist on down. Take your pants off, Johnny, and ride me to town. My itch
I'm so alone.